In this video, we will be studying the numericals on elasticity of supply. Following schedule shows cases A and B of change in quantity supplied in response to change in price. So this they have given that at price 1. In A and B case, there are two cases given to you, A and B. The quantity supplied is 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, and here the quantity supplied is 0, 20, 40, 60 and 80. Calculate the elasticity of supply when prices rises from rupees 2 to 3, both in the case A and B. So 2 to 3, there is a change in the price, so we have to find out the elasticity of supply in A and B both. Now let's take case A. Change in price is 3 minus 2, that is 1. Change in quantity is 60 minus 40 is 20 units, 1 rupee. So elasticity of supply, we have the formula same as the elasticity of demand has, P by Q into change in Q by change in P. The only difference is there is no negative sign, just because there is positive relationship between the price and quantity supplied according to the law of supply. So initial price was 2, initial quantity was 40. Now change in quantity is 20 and the new price is 1. So here we can go, which is equal to 1. So elasticity of supply in case A is 1. Now let's take case B. Change in price is same, rupees 3 minus 2, that is rupee 1. And change in quantity is 40 minus 20, that is 20 units. Let's see the elasticity of supply now. Prices, initial price was 2, initial quantity was 20. Now the change in quantity is 20 and change in price is 1. So here the elasticity of supply is 2. In A case, the elasticity of supply in A is 1. Elasticity of supply in B case is 2. Now the second question we have is, why do supply elasticity differ in two cases even though absolute change in quantity supplied is 20 units? Here also the quantity supplied has changed to 20 units, here also it has changed to 20 units, and here the price is changed from 1 rupee only. Then why there is difference between the elasticity of supply of A and elasticity of supply of B? Now for this, let's understand. See, it is an absolute change in quantity supplied, means the units. We have to find out the relative change, that is percentage change in quantity supplied. In case A, you calculate percentage by this formula, change in Q divided by Q into 100, right? So change in Q was 20, initial Q was 40 and into 100. It begins 50% change, right? Now let's take case B here. Again the formula to calculate the relative change, that is the percentage. Here also change in Q was 20, but what was the initial quantity here? 20. Initial quantity was 20 into 100, so this is a 100% change. So due to the difference in the percentage change in quantity supplied, there is difference between the elasticity of A and elasticity of B. So in this way we can find out the elasticities and why there is not the equal change in the elasticities, why the elasticities not change, right? This is the second question. We'll be doing an elasticity of supply. That is, elasticity of supply is found to be is equal to rupees 2. Quantity supplied happens to increase by 20% in response to increase in price. Find the new price when the initial price happens to be 20 per unit. Now what is given to us is your elasticity of supply is equal to 2, right? Your initial price is rupees 20 per unit. We have to find out the P1, right? They have given the percentage change in quantity supplied is 20%. So the formula to calculate is change by Q divided by Q into 100. This is the formula. So we can find out 2 divided by 10 is your change in Q by Q, that is 0.2. Now the elasticity of supply is equal to P by Q into change in Q by change in P. Elasticity of supply is given 2, P is given 20. We can take change by P here, and change in Q by change divided by Q we are given with 0.2. So we can put it into the formula. 2 is equal to 20 by change in P into 0.2, which gives you 2 is equal to, that's 4 divided by change in P. So change in P will be equal to 4 divided by 2, that is 2. So now your change in P is equal to P1 minus P, right? So if your change in P is 2, your P1 is, you don't know, you have to find out, and your P is 20. So you can take it here. So it becomes 2 plus 20, 22, P1. So your new price is rupees 21. So new price is rupees 22. This is how you have to do the calculate the elasticity of supply formula numericals, and these are same as the elasticity of demand, only there is one change in the formula, that is the minus change, and rest other things you get same as the elasticity of demand you solve. This is the way you solve elasticity of supply. I hope you like our video. Please download our Scholars Learning app and enjoy the learning experience with us.